With the third Deadpool movie coming out soon, I decided to do a run of Baldur's Gate 3 as the man himself, Deadpool. But how do I capture Deadpool in Baldur's Gate 3? Well, I decided to follow some rules to make sure I was doing the character as much justice as possible. The first rule is that I must play on at least Tactician difficulty, just for fun. The second rule is I cannot use healing spells or potions to heal Deadpool, and no teammate can heal Deadpool. Instead, Deadpool has to rely on either abilities gained via classes or other means to heal his wounds to represent his healing factor.
I can't believe he's still alive.
I can't believe you left the house in that shirt.
The third rule is a secret, and I will reveal it later on. Jumping into character creation, went for that wig look he had in the trailer. We'll be starting as a fighter for Second Wind, so just a little bit of healing for now. On the Unalives, we ran into Gamora, who helped us out a bit before, well, killing herself. Shortly after that, we found someone locked in a pod of some sort, begging and pleading with us to let her out. She was beautiful, so Deadpool got nervous and walked away, leaving her there. We fought a brain and moved on to the command center of the ship.
Push the button! Oh my god!
You're gonna do superhero landing. Wait for it!
After waking up and breathing in the horribly smoky and polluted air from the Nautiloid, we decided to go on a nice stroll down the beach. Oh, it's that lady we didn't save in that pod. Oh, neat! It's a strange looking D20 thing. We use the same tactic of creeping up behind someone to start a fight with more of these walking brains and make short work with them. We encounter a pale man just standing around shortly after fighting the brains. If our years of hero work has taught us anything, it's that loitering is for sure illegal, probably. Well, that doesn't matter, because now we are level 2, and we get Action Surge. We then see a strange portal, and of course we have to touch it.
A hand?
Ah, salesman of hands, I see. Well, I must test out the product.
A helping.
Oh, a helping hand? Well, I got 2. Don't need a third.
No. Can't make it out
We do
my
some more sneaking up hills, where we find some people running away from Wolverine-sized individuals. And while normally I would like nothing more than to help the Wolverine-sized individuals, the game makes them want to kill me, which I just cannot allow. Just as the fight finishes, however, the people go inside and immediately start acting like complete assholes. And we all know what Deadpool likes to do to assholes. And further proof that they are massive assholes, we try to save someone from a bugbear, and the person I saved was just like super rude to me. That's it. When we find some Wolverine-sized individuals to join. Really quickly though, I do have to jump off this cliff and start a fight with someone much, much stronger than me for absolutely no reason. Then I sell her head to some very upstanding citizens up the way who give me something I will never use once. Because it was such a shitty reward, I repay the favor by killing all of them. Before I leave the grove to find those Wolverine-sized individuals, I decided to steal their anime figure. It was easy enough, just used a bit of ninja dust and took it from under their noses. Then I figured, it's a toy, so I should probably just give it to some kids. Didn't know they had such a powerful ring though, so they get to live. By that, I mean, I won't be the one to kill them.
I was acting. Or was I?
On our journey to find some Wolverine-sized individuals, we found a corpse in the woods. When I go to interact with it, if you know what I mean, a worm comes out. Might as well save that for later. And what do you know? Just a few steps away from here, we find some more Wolverine-sized individuals. They tell me they're gonna kill me, but Wolverine would never do that, so they let me pass. They even let me play my favorite game, Launching the Gnome. They lead me down to their camp where I am greeted politely by the people at the entrance. They let me play some chicken chasing game. give me a buttload of gold, let me suck someone's toe for free. Man, this place is the best. They even got live entertainment. I travel into the inner sanctum and meet many like-minded individuals. For instance, one is a BDSM worshiper who brings me pleasure through pain.
Just throw it back on me, please!
But it doesn't take me too long to meet her. She says her name is Death and really wants to take out the assholes at Druid's Grove. Finally, some moderate and heroic talk. I told her literally everything she wanted to hear, and then some. And she left to meet me on the battlefield. I decided to meet the two other leaders, but they definitely were not as interesting as Death herself. So I decided to steal from their hordes of treasure, and even Priestess got accidentally killed. She just wanted to tie me up for some one-on-one time, but a lady named Corilla interrupted that. Before going back to the Grove, I decided to do some more exploring. Maybe gain some more experience before seeing Death again. On the way, I ran into some more of those Gamora people. They apparently call themselves Gith Yankee or something. Doesn't matter, they were clearly intimidated by my huge juicy ass that they ran away. In an effort to keep exploring and gain experience, I climbed down a ladder and met this devil guy. Wasn't really listening to what he was saying. He had a table full of chimichangas, and that's all I really cared about. Eating greasy food is what allowed me to level up once again. I ended up choosing the alert feat so that I can always move first in combat. But those chimichangas really didn't agree with my stomach, so I had to sleep it off pronto. Must have slept walk, because the leader of the assholes at the Druid Grove woke me up and gave me a speech about bravery and honor and whatever, and I decided to blow that big horn for fun. Death must have known that was me though, because she just came charging up, and I welcomed her and the rest of the Wolverine-sized individuals with open arms. Time to make some positive change in the world by slaughtering everyone in the Grove. This makes Death really happy. So we do what all grown-ups do, and that is where the story ends. Well, this is where the story would normally end. See, there is this thing called the Absolute, and it's kind of mind-controlling Death of all people, so we kind of have to stop it to finally be with Death. Well, until maybe Domino returns my calls, or Rogue, or Wolverine, or Spider-Man. Well, off to a place called Moonlight Tower to find the Absolute and kill it. But first, shopping spree! To cap off the shopping spree, we end up doing some mushrooms with a squid guy and a hobgoblin. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, killing the Absolute to save the love of my life. I forgot, sorry. I heard that if I go on this one boat, I will find a shortcut to the Moon Knight Tower. Let me just jump over here. Some more Wolverine-sized individuals pull up next to me, and we take a magic boat ride together to this one encampment. I had to take a nap real quick though, and found a dead body? Why does this keep happening to me? Before we go though, we kind of have to steal these gnomes' boots. Sorry. Welcome to the Shadowlands, home to sneaking a lot and skipping every encounter in sight. I don't have time to fight. I need to find Death. We saw a weird glowing dome and found some more people, but they immediately treat me like shit. Luckily, this one guy bailed me out, and to repay him, I will not be doing anything to help this town and won't be sticking around for long. I will be buying a few things from the store here though. Well, I apparently have to get something to go through these Shadowlands, so I decided to find this group of Wolverine-sized individuals, a couple of Shrek Ogres and a Man Spider, and I convinced them to let me borrow their moon lantern, and then convinced them shortly after to walk into the cursed area. Or did those people, would they have rather killed themselves than talk to me? No, that's not possible. I'm amazing to talk to, right? Well, finally we got the tool to navigate the worst parts of the cursed lands, a tool necessary in my quest to save the love of my life, and to also save the world as we know it. So I immediately open it up because a pixie promised me a cool bell. Luckily though, we're playing Deadpool, so he could definitely safely navigate the Shadow Curse lands anyway. Wow, so easy! We made it to the Moon Knight Towers! Yay! Firstly, we gotta talk to Beast from X-Men and tell him that we're super strong so that he sells some of his stuff to us at a discount. Specifically, the Titan String Bow, something that will be very helpful in a few fights. But for the most part, we don't use it too much. And then, once again, we find her, my paramour, Death herself.
Somebody just dominate me, man.
So, quick story recap. Death is under the control of the Absolute, who this guy Ketheric is a chosen warrior of. So, he kind of calls the shots around here. She is angry because clearly she is a better choice to be chosen because she is Death incarnate. But this guy doesn't vibe with that. So to sneak Death out of here, she needs to pretend that her brain has all gone to mush. So we gotta be all sneaky and pretend that she got her brain all mushed up so that we can sneak out of here with her. And so she can help us kill God. Well, that was easy because now we got Death on our side. We gotta disrupt the power balance of this Ketheric guy. First step is to have a chat with his children. Hi, I'm Deadpool. Oh, well, that was easy. Well, might as well loot the place of all its money, and then use that money to buy my girlfriend a really good weapon. After all that rigorous shopping, we sit down at the local tavern to have a drink, and we find one of Ketheric's children's / lieutenant. Hi, I'm Deadpool. Okay, people sure have a weird way of saying hello here. Well, maybe we should just visit the local doctor. The last 2 conversations left a bad taste in my mouth. Hi, Doc. I'm Deadpool. Okay, 3 times means it's gotta be some sort of local tradition, right? They couldn't just be doing this because they can't stand the sight of me, right? All right, enough talking. Let's show off our incredible strength in a fight montage against 3 groups of undead, shall we? We go back to the trader and get the Drake Throat Glaive, which we can use to enchant any weapon with additional damage, which is something we will definitely be taking advantage of. For this act at least, I forget to use it completely throughout all of Act 3. More shopping includes donating some blood and buying a ring that gives us advantage on all of our attacks. For now, Death is gonna wear that. We meet a person named Disciple Zorel now, and she tells us a bit about helping this one guy out in these tombs. We let her believe we're gonna help, but then go explore Moon Knight Tower a bit. While trying to steal Ketheric's underwear in his bedroom, we found his dog. You may not want to look at this next part. Ooh, that's too bad. Well, then we find his hentai chest and kill it. After the panty raid, we go to the Ketheric family tomb and make some friends. Raphael interrupts us and gives us a riddle like he's from the DC Comics. We ignore him and move on. We solve a couple puzzles without even trying. It's as if Deadpool has like over 760 hours playing this game or something, right guys? We get into a quick fight with Stingray from Marvel Comics where we snipe it from far away and Death teleports in and gets him. And the room next over we find some undead, which Death absolutely hates probably, so we go to attack them. But just as soon as we were about to fight them, some old armored things come out of nowhere and start attacking us. So we fight them first and are greeted by the person making all the undead. So we kill him. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I should note that I bought his haste potion off of him before we started the fight so that he couldn't use it. Down the halls, we find a cute little kitty. And if there is one thing I know about Deadpool, it's that he loves pussy. We follow it and it leads us to a potential friend. Yay! Hi, I'm Deadpool. You know what, fine. We don't need anyone else. Okay, we have each other, and far as I know, the entire world can burn. Wait a second. That's that actually gives me a pretty good idea. Anyway, with Death, we could take his orb, lick a spider, and go off to do a few trials. These are definitely fun and definitely not boring and tedious to do on subsequent playthroughs. The self-same trial was a bit different though, as we stripped naked before starting the trial and snuck up behind ourselves to get a quick sneak attack. I then went into the library for no reason, and because the whole area was silenced, I was able to be very efficiently stealthy and kill a few enemies first. Eventually a fight broke out, but it was nothing that we couldn't handle. After that, we go down an elevator, put our balls in some holes, and go to a place called the Shadowfell. It's basically where all goth girls come from. We find a buff goth girl, what did I say? And we find out that she is actually the source of Ketheric not being able to die. So we try to kill her, but that didn't work because she is like me and cannot die. So I instead bust her out, and together we go and try and take on Ketheric. Alright, time for storming Moon Knight Towers, and I am going to be real. This entire part took many attempts, and I even had to respec a couple of times. I will show you the winning attempts. So the first push into Ketheric's castle, I respec Deadpool to be focused on ranged combat instead of dual wielding. I felt it worked a bit better in this fight to be up on the ramparts firing arrows down while Death did big smites on the ground floor. We both drank some invisibility potions and got into position. Coated my weapon with a paralyzing potion and shot my shot to get a surprise round. Crucially though, I had Minthara sneak outside of battle because she just needed a tad of experience to level up, so then I leveled her up and then got her into combat. After that fight, we go upstairs, sneak attack some skeletons, and then go outside to face Ketheric. And this was another really close fight. What really helped was getting on top of these ramparts and getting lucky, honestly. I really should have leveled up before I got here. Following the big hentai tentacle, we go to the Mind Flayer colony, where we just rush straight to Ketheric. Let's go, Ketheric. It's you and me. Oh. Shoot, we freaking died. Oh god, this is a wall. A wall that took about, I'm not even kidding, 8 hours of attempts. Wait a second, Deadpool can throw punches, right? After annihilating Merkel and Ketheric with our delicious punches, we have a spicy chat with Death and promise her that we will take over the world for her. And soon we set off to Act 3. But, oh wait, we still have to deal with the big PP pulleys.
Freeze! Drop the gun in your pants! No, it's not a gun! It's my,
They're trying to stop me because my shmeat is so massive, but they will never catch me in this conveniently placed portal. Oh, look, it's Squidward! Oh, hold up. God dang. Is Squid on the menu tonight? We helped Squidward testicles out of a jam. Looks like the PP police were on his dick too, which is where I'm trying to be. It did not go super perfectly the first time, but we made it work. Wait. Oh god, no! Death is dead! How is this possible? Wait. Oh, she's fine? Look, she's right behind me in this conversation. Oh god, no, she died again. Oh my god. Well, I guess I should leave. There's nothing I could do. Guess I have to tackle Baldur's Gate by myself then. Oh god. Why is her body following me? It's like the universe is trying to torture me. What the hell? She's alive again? I guess it makes sense. She's literally death. It's not like she could die even if she wanted to. Go away, kid. No one likes you. All right. This city is about to get a healthy dosage of Deadpool. First, make sure people cannot live safely in other people's homes. Check. Intimidate person who just tried intimidating me. Check. Eat the local cuisine. Check. Go to the local clown show. Check. And finally, go to the circus. At the circus, I prove that my love for Death is true, even though another woman is trying to get between us. I remain loyal, however. Our relationship is as strong as ever. Just don't look in my private photo collection. Next up, we find a guy who will make a statue in my likeness. Taking advantage of the worm inside me and fly through some caves to get behind the guards and into Worm's Crossing. And again use it to access the roof of a tavern to find a secret murder ritual. I would be doing myself a disservice by not crossing off a few of these names myself. After all, when work is your passion, you never work a day in your life. I tried to convince a guard at the drawbridge that I was just there to protect the Duke, but I think she must have noticed the few drops of blood I may have gotten on my wig and decided not to let me pass. Good thing, this rich guy offered me a pass to the city, but only if I reached around in his back pockets. Works for me. Here you go, guard lady. Hope you don't mind the smell. And just like that, we made our way to the lower city. And in doing so, we have met our second shopping montage. Alright, after the shopping spree, we gotta start killing some people. Luckily, we have Death on our side who can enshroud targets in unholy darkness, making it rather easy to stab unsuspecting targets. We meet a like-minded individual who claims he likes it sloppy and tells us to kill again. I was going to anyway though, so this guy is just kind of like my cheerleader now. We need a nicer place to sleep, so I shake down the Elf Song Tavern into getting free room and free board. There, I also get a quest to slay some rats, and I immediately make that my top priority. I thank him for the opportunity to kill some rats by immediately and brutally killing him as well. My cheerleader comes back and wants me to come over to his place. I, of course, go, but we're moving a bit fast. Well, I head over, speak the passphrase, find an armored dude that I complete with a hand job, and meet the dude from the first game who loves balls and wants me to be a cool assassin. Balls are also one of my favorite things, so I of course sign up. Just have to kill a flying elephant thing. Oh well. Wait, what the hell? Death just stole the kill from me? And then took my place in the ritual? And then lost her divine oath in doing so? Guess she loves balls too. I am rewarded with yet another vendor, and I will be purchasing more goods from him. But this time, the guy is selling the best piece of equipment for myself. An armor set that makes piercing attacks, the type of damage I'm always doing, do double damage on opponents. I immediately test it out on innocent enthralled peoples, and oh my goodness, the damage is insane. To celebrate unbridled carnage, we go to see the clown show. Death proves that she's funnier than the clown on stage, and is immediately attacked because of it. That night, a person named Oren sneaks her way into my bedroom, and I politely explain to her that I only have room in my life for one sexy murderer girlfriend. She did not appreciate that at all. Now we just go around checking things off around the city for some XP, since we are seriously underleveled, and I don't want a repeat of Merkel. During the carnage, we decide to rob a bank together. Not sneaky, no, straight up GTA guns blazing style. And no, before you ask, this definitely did not take several attempts. After the dust was settled, and my bloodlust satiated, we march on, stealing from every vault they had. In the main vault section, there was a bit more of a fight to be had, but it wasn't really an issue for us. And of course, after the fight finished, we just continued to rob the place. The people in there did not even care. The lack of caring still cost them their lives though. With 14,000 gold pieces in my inventory and a new shade of red for my suit, we marched on to continue adding more red to my suit. I tried testing out my new Mind Flayer worm powers on the Sentinels, and it ended up working out pretty well. Death decided that now that we had the money, she would reinstate her divine oath, cost an arm and a leg, maybe several. After getting her oath back, we fought against more of the Gith. Since I didn't deal with them in the mountain pass, a lot more of them showed up to fight us. This also definitely did not take several attempts. You may think it did, but I can assure you it did not. We then walk the path of heroes under the city, completing challenges that, I don't know, make us heroic or something? Well, before finishing the trial, we decided to take a nap, and I am pulled away into the prison to find the calamari dinner of my dreams.
Oh no, he's hot!
Whew. This gave me the strength to literally square off against the dragon. We continue doing everything in the city until we are max level, including crashing a furry convention, trying to put up a fight in a vampire nightclub, but being a little too underleveled for it, and finally deciding to go to the Temple of Balls to find Orin and take her weapons. On the way, we have to fight someone chanting at us, but I need some gauntlets from this one guy to make my weapons overcome resistance to piercing damage, which is becoming more and more prevalent. If they have resistance, I cannot do double damage to them. We then take on Orin in a fight. I first have to push off all of her cronies. With thunder arrows and my anime powers, we can get that done pretty quick. With Orin's weapons, we go back and rematch Cazador in the vampire nightclub. After the fight, we ran into some self-righteous monster hunters and engaged them in polite conversation. Afterwards, we go take on the guy who likes balls, Saravok Anchovy, and absolutely brutalize him, getting Death a sword that heals her every hit she lands, which happens to be extremely good for a challenge like this. We continue cleaning up the city by taking on Mystic Carrion, making sure he cannot challenge our rule in the future. Next up on the chopping block is Leroican, who we let the big muscle lady break his back. Now we decided to get serious. We wanted to destroy the Steel Watch Foundry, take out the guy Gortash, who's running all the things, controlling the god and whatnot. This will allow us to take out all the sentinels around the city. They are racist towards mutants, so it's totally fine to kill all these gnomes that work here as well. Remember that guy from DC, the Riddler, Raphael?
I just ordered a slice of pumpkin.
Well, now it's time for his Devilman Crybaby's house. We sneak our way through Hellsick's back door and complete the ritual, steal some stuff, fight off some sex demons, and then face potentially the hardest fight so far. No matter what I did, I couldn't help but having a very cursed start of the fight, but I pushed on, seeing the limit of how far we can go. And we did it. We killed that son of a bitch. With Devilman Crybaby's house out of the way, we finally go to destroy Enver Gortash. A much easier fight after dealing with the Seaman demons. Lastly, we visit the edgy cultists to join them, of course. We manage to persuade our way in and then go to their mirror to admire ourselves and increase our stats. And after all that, we go to the end of the game. We fail at dominating the brain the first time, which is fine since I would rather stab it, and the Emperor saves us. We then team up with the Emperor to go to the epicenter of the brain. We use invisibility to skip the encounters there and then climb the brain stem. The fight was a difficult one. Deadpool does a good job distracting the enemies on top of the brain, but takes a nap halfway through. The Emperor falls as soon as he begins to dominate the brain, and Death, being Death, does her job and finishes off the brain. To pay back the Emperor, we decide to hit him from the back one last time and take over the world. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was hoping that patch 7 would come out before the movie, but unfortunately I couldn't get the new ending they were gonna add. If you guys want to see another playthrough with another character, maybe to get a new ending in patch 7, let me know what you suggest in the comments down below. A special thank you to the patrons on Patreon, Brody and Shane Timoney. Thank you so much for your support. See you next video. Peace out.